This Instagram page, which you're looking at on the screen, has made over $29 million. And they've done it posting faceless videos like this. Faceless videos, which they make with AI, right? Not even showing their face. And they made $29 million. Insane, right? And so in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how they've done that so that you can copy it for yourself. I'm going to show you how they've grown their account and also how they've monetized their account, right? Now, just so you know, I'm pretty experienced with Instagram automation myself. These are some pages which I've grown or I'm currently running myself. And I've monetized my pages so effectively, I bought my dream car at age 17. So just showing that to you to know I actually know what I'm talking about. And in this video, like I said, I'm going to do a full breakdown of how they grew their account. And I'm going to go into full detail showing you everything of how they've monetized it to make $29 million. Not even exaggerating when I say that number. So I'm going to dive right into the video. First, though, if you want to watch some crappy video like the 5 habits which made me a millionaire at 21 and don't actually teach you anything, and you have a short attention span, click off this video and go watch Imangaji. However, if you actually want to learn how to make money online, you want an in-depth video which will just show you exactly what to do, then this video is for you. Screw Imangaji, by the way. So first of all, let's talk about how they've grown their accounts, right? So as you can see, they've got 4.5 million followers in their account. So they've grown it very, very effectively. And if you look at the views that they're getting on their page, they're getting very, very good views, right? These are just like some average posts which are making 300k views, 300k views, 500k views, right? Some of their videos are getting like million plus views, right? Pretty consistently. So they've done a very good job growing their account. Now, I always say like growing your account is very important because there's two parts when it comes to Instagram automation, growing your account and monetizing it, and both are incredibly important. But the nice thing is, like with a big account, if you know how to get views and followers, even if your system of monetizing it is really, really bad, like you have no clue how to monetize your page and you have like the worst system of monetizing it ever, if you have 4.5 million followers, you'll still make a very good amount of money, right? And then imagine you have those 4.5 million followers and you're even just decent at monetizing your page, right? You can make a really good amount of money. So if you have a lot of followers and you have a big account, you're obviously going to get a lot of traffic to however you're monetizing the page. Now, there's one key strategy I noticed on their page, which has allowed them to get these followers. And if you watch my videos, you know that I use this strategy all the time. And I constantly say, this is the strategy you need to use if you want to get views in your videos. And it's repurposing other people's content. I've said this a million times. When you're posting on Instagram, especially if it's a faceless video where like you're not talking or showing your face, you're not reinventing the wheel, okay? You don't need to come up with your own crazy ideas. You don't need to come up with your own unique style of video and stuff like that. Now, if you're posting on like YouTube videos like this where I'm talking, I can't just go and copy somebody else's video word for word, right? But on Instagram, it's a completely different game. You're not reinventing the wheel. You want to repurpose other people's content because if it worked for them, it's going to work for you too. So let's, for example, take a look at this piece of content, right, on their page. I'm going to hop over there and show you because this piece of content is a great example of how they've repurposed somebody else's page. So as you can see, their page, you can see here, 4.5 million followers. It's in the dropshipping niche, by the way. So they're, teaching, how to do dropshipping, make money with that, basically. But you can see most of their videos follow the same kind of format, and this is the video, which is a great example, where the video is, it has like a short, like maybe 3 to 5 second hook, maybe 10-second hook, and then the rest of the video is them talking about like whatever they're talking about, right? So for example here, right, the hook is this clip right here, how do I tell my parents, and it's some guy showing a screen with dropshipping, and then here it says to this guy made millions of dropshipping, and that's where it cuts to their own original piece of content, right? Now this original clip here, they've taken this from somebody else's page, downloaded his video, and then they used the hook of that video, cut it, and went to their own video. And for example, the reason this works so well is because, like I said, you have to think about the Instagram algorithm and getting views in terms of what Instagram wants. Instagram wants people to stay on their platform as long as possible, because the longer people stay on their platform, the more ads they can show to them, and if the more ads they can show to them, the more money they can make from you, right? Scrolling and doom scrolling on your thing, watching freaking, Luke Belmar talking about sipping Johnny Walker and properties in Egypt, right? So the more that you're watching these videos, the more money they make, right? So they want to keep you on the platform longer. And so what Instagram wants is they want videos where people are watching the video and they're sticking around and watching the whole video, right? They don't want videos where people are watching the video for like 2 or 3 seconds and then they're scrolling to the next one. So Instagram will highly value something called average view duration. And so you have to understand it's things like this where the Instagram algorithm will push videos based on the statistics which it has, right? So if this video has a high average view duration, okay, let's push this video more. If this video has a low view duration, let's not push this video more. And so this page, the dropship page, they'll go into other people's page and see like, okay, maybe this video did really well for this guy. This means that this video probably had very good statistics in terms of view duration and things like that. So if we use this video as a hook, a short 5 to 10 second hook at the beginning of our video, this will also capture people's attention for our video and increase our view duration, which is the reason why they get so many views, right? And get such good views every video, because they're using hooks and repurposing other people's content, which is proven to work, proven to have good statistics. And so if it worked for them, it's also going to work for them. Work for them, work for them, work for everybody, right? You get the point though. So it's things like this where they're using these hooks at the beginning of their videos, they're repurposing other people's content, and then they're making it their own original piece of content. So you don't want to just download somebody else's video and re-upload it without like adding your own style to it or your own spin to it, that kind of thing. But you do want to repurpose other people's content. So you'll see at the beginning of their videos, they're using hooks like this where it's gone viral for other people, and then after those hooks, that's where they're cutting to, you know, like their own video, or their own AI clip or whatever they're talking about, right? So you'll see here, it's like, you know, this person's content, and then maybe you'll cut to their own thing, right? At least on all the ones, this is a great example, right? This is a clip which has already been proven to work for someone else. They took like the first 3 or so seconds of it, and then you see here, give it a second, it will cut right now. Right, and then it cuts to their own piece of content which they put there, right? So that's mostly it, right? Now I will say this account is not mine, obviously, and so I can't tell you like their exact content strategy and stuff like that, but I say it all the time, right? And this is probably the easiest way to just get views on Instagram, is just repurposing other people's content. And if you're like, why is this guy saying this in every video? It's because that's how freaking important it is. If you want to get views, it just comes down to making good videos. And the best way to make good videos is to just copy what's worked for other people. That's it. There's no need to overcomplicate it, right? By the way, I'd appreciate if you drop a like on this video. So that's mainly how they're getting their views, repurposing other people's content. Now, the actual content which they're making themselves, where it's like the AI voice and stuff, I'm sure they're obviously doing very well with like the way they script that, and you know, the music which they add in the background, capturing people's attention there. Sure, right? They make their own good videos and stuff, but it mainly comes down to repurposing other people's content. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I reply to every single one, by the way. So now let's talk about like the followers, right? So they're getting all these views. How are they growing to 4.5 million followers, right? Because I say this all the time, getting the followers doesn't just come down to getting the views, right? Like I've seen a lot of times where someone will post a reel and it gets 100,000 views, and from those 100,000, it's happened to me myself, right? Like I've done this before, where I'll post a reel and it'll get, let's say, 100,000 views, for example, right? And from those 100,000 views, I might gain like maybe 400 or 500 followers. Let's say 500, right? And then I post another video with 100,000 views on it, but instead of getting 500 followers from those 100,000 views, now I get like maybe 3,000 or 4,000 views, followers from those 100,000 views. So almost 10x my followers that I gained from the video. And so they not only do a good job of getting, you know, an insane amount of views, they also do a really good job of gaining a ton of followers from those views. And it's very simple what they do with that, where literally like all it comes down to is just adding some simple call to actions in your video for people to follow. So what they'll do a lot with their videos is they'll say like, okay, a lot of their videos are promoting something, promoting like a guide or, you know, whatever they're offering to people. And by the way, I'm about to get into how they monetize it, so you don't want to miss out on that. But a lot of their videos are like that, and so what they'll do is they'll say like, okay, comment this word to get the guide. But what they'll do is they'll say, they won't just say comment this word, they'll say follow me and comment this word. So it's very simple things like that. It's not overcomplicating at all, and that'll just gain them some more followers. You'll see I do this in my videos. And a lot of my videos on this page over here, the Andrew Tate page, when I say, you know, like comment this for the guide, I also generally say like follow me or do this other action and comment as well. Or for example, this video, this by the way is a video I just posted this one, so it doesn't have very many views right now, but I just posted this right before the call or right before the video, and you'll see here I said success starts with discipline. Master your habits and you master your future. Follow Stoic Plan. So just a simple thing like that, right? Even just saying like follow for daily motivation, right? And also on this one, like I haven't even posted that. There hasn't even been very many posts on this page. 59 posts, and I was able to get 50,000 followers from just the 50 posts. And a lot of the videos haven't even gotten crazy like views or anything like that on them, right? So even just adding simple call to actions like that, right? It could be like a more complicated one, like follow me and comment this word, or you can just say like in the caption, you could say follow, you could say in the pinned comment, you could be like, hey, drop a follow if you want some more videos like this, things like that, right? Very, very simple. So now let's dive into how they've actually monetized their page, right? Now, what I'm about to show you here It's going to get maybe a little bit complicated, right? But I'm going to show you here how they've made $29 million. I'm not exaggerating when I say that number. I'm going to show you exactly like the proof and everything of that, right? $29 million. And so they've monetized it with these two things right here, right? And I'm going to explain to you what they are. But first of all, you just need to understand these are the things which all the traffic from their views and their page and their followers and stuff, they're all driving it through to this right here, right? So, you know, their traffic, that they're getting in their videos. Maybe they're posting a story promoting this, the link in their bio. They're driving it to these two things, right? And I'm going to explain to you what they are. But first of all, how are they getting the traffic? Well, they're just simply saying in their videos, like, you know, they're saying, hey, if you want a full guide on how to do drop shipping, or you want to learn how to do this, comment this word, right? So that's one thing they're doing, and they're driving traffic from the videos like that. And then the other thing they're driving traffic from is just their link in their bio. So this is actually a pretty underrated form of driving traffic. I'm a big fan of using the like comment this keyword, or you know, in the videos, basically promoting the traffic and stuff like that. But I always say, like, it's actually pretty underrated, the link in the bio. I think a lot of people underappreciate that. Like with my page, for example, I get around 15-ish thousand people clicking the link in the bio every month, and it's not like a crazy amount, right? But 15,000 people, even if, let's say, I have like a 2% conversion rate on a digital product that I'm driving there, out of 15,000 people, that's like 250 sales. You know, let's say for $30, 250 sales for $30 is like, frick, I'm not good with the math, like $6,000, something like that, right? So you're not going to get like a crazy amount of traffic from that, but it is something that, I mean, they probably get a lot with their 4.5 million followers, right? But let's break it down, right? What are they driving the traffic to, and how are they monetizing it, right? So let's go to the page here. Dropship, as you can see. Hope you're finding this video valuable, by the way. As you can see, they got 4.5 million followers here. So, very big page, right? And they've got their link in the bio. I would estimate that from the link in the bio, they're probably driving around, like, this is a rough estimation, but around maybe 500,000 to 1 million link clicks every month. Something like that. But people click the link in the bio, and you'll see it's the two ways they're monetizing it, right? So first, this way right here is monetizing. This way at the top is bringing them in $29 million. This one, I'm not sure because it doesn't say, but this one I'll show you, right? So if you don't understand already, let me explain to you what this is. Like I said, this page is in the dropshipping niche. So if you don't know what dropshipping is basically where you take crappy products from China for like $2 and you sell them to people in the US or, you know, other countries for like $20, right? And you keep the difference. That's the basic premise of it, right? And you sell it online, right? So you never actually do anything physical with it. It's all just digital, right? So it's selling products like that online. That's what dropshipping is, so you understand. And one of the most important things with dropshipping is the product you're selling, right? So one of the most important things that people always focus on when they're doing dropshipping, I tried it in the past, so I have like a general understanding of it, is, you know, you could have like a really well-designed website and everything, you know, really good ads and stuff, but if you have a bad product, it's not going to do well. On the other hand, you could have a really crappy website, you know, really crappy ads and stuff, but if you have a really good product which people want, you'll probably do well, right? And so one of the biggest things they know and they understand is that people who are doing dropshipping, they want to make sure they're picking the correct products, right? And I feel like, why the heck is this guy talking about dropshipping and explaining it to me? Trust me, it'll all make sense, right? But that's basically what this tool here is, right? This tool which they're offering to them is going to help them discover winning products to sell, right? That's basically what the tool is. And it says, get started now. Try dropship.io for free today. So people can click get started now. You can see here. So they want to get started. Now I know this looks complicated and stuff. Basically, you need to understand what this is though, right? This is what in online business is called a software, right? So when you're selling stuff, you know, you could, for example, be selling a course as a digital product, and a course would be like, you know, learn how to do this. Or you could be selling what's called a software, right? So a software is something like CapCut is a software. CapCut is a software where you can edit your videos, right? ManyChat is a software, right? It's like a tool or an app or a website which you can use, right? And so that's basically what they're selling here is the software, right? So to put this into simpler terms, let's say, for example, you had a page in the gym niche, right? You could, from that gym niche, be selling a course, right? Like this course or this course will help you to get a six-pack in 5 months and lose fat, right? That could be your course. Or what you could do is you could have a software. It could be like, you know, an app which will help you track your calories every day, right? So that's just so you understand what a software is. It's like an app or a website, something like that, like a tool basically. CapCut, for example, is an editing tool. It's software, right? It's an app. So they're doing a software here. Now, if you're like, how does this bring them in $29 a month? Well, just like you charge for a course or a digital product or something like that, or a community maybe, they're also charging for their software. So you can see here, by the way, don't worry about all this complicated crap down here. You don't need to understand that. But the basic premise is, as you can see here, discover winning products to sell. So like I said, this software, the tool that they're giving here is going to help you discover the right products. Then it says find and monitor stores to gain insights into their revenue, sales, products, apps, and more, right? And so here you can see it says start free trial. So they're charging for it. Start free trial. They have a few different pricing plans, you know, 39 per month, 59 per month, and 99 per month. Most people would just take the 59 per month. So for calculation's sake, let's just say everyone took that price. How many people have they gotten on this, right? If you look at this, if you go back here, back on the freaking website, if it will work. All right, we'll click it again. But if you see here, you can see, this is going to blow your mind. 500,000 members. 500,000 members, okay? And assuming everyone just joined like at the standard price, right, of $59 per month. 500,000 times 59 is $29 million, right? 29, 30, whatever, right? They're making about $30 million per month just with this alone, right? And then they also have another form of monetization. It's insane when you realize the potential. And I'm showing you this to show you, like, you can learn a lot of stuff from this, and also the potential with Instagram has, right? I always say this because I've done TikTok automation. I've tried YouTube automation. Like TikTok automation, for example, I made over $100,000 with that, right? I've tried them all, right? I've done a lot of stuff on social media automation. I always say Instagram automation is the best by far, right? Like TikTok is simpler to do, and that's nice because you just post videos and you get paid for them. And Instagram, you do have to like worry about monetizing your page correctly. But if you can monetize it correctly like this, like there's some insane potential with this, right? Like if you're doing TikTok automation or YouTube automation, you're not going to make like buy your dream car kind of money, right? Like I know this because I did TikTok automation for like almost a whole year, made over $100,000. I didn't make the amount that I was able to buy my dream car though. Switched to Instagram automation and then I was able to buy my dream car, which you guys have all seen, right? So I always say like Instagram automation is by far the best if you monetize your page correctly, right? If you pick the right niche and you're able to monetize it correctly, it's got some insane potential to it, right? Like literally there's someone who recently he came to me and I started coaching him for Instagram automation so he could start doing the same as well. Not even joking, not even exaggerating. He made $430 within his first week. Right? Because I showed him, okay, this is how we monetize the page. We didn't even drive a crazy amount of traffic, and boom, just like that. If you're interested in that, by the way, check the top link in the bio. But you can see here, $30 million that this guy has made with his page monthly. It's insane the kind of numbers he's doing here. Now, you have to understand, right? If you're like, okay, now I'm going to go copy the exact same thing this guy's doing, keep in mind, you don't want to go and create your own software, right? Because creating your own software, this is even like, even me, I'm pretty advanced into this business model. Even creating my own software, that's a little bit advanced above my level, right? Creating a software is like a very, very advanced business model to get into. There's so much that goes into that of startups. You have to hire website designers, software developers. There's a lot that goes into creating your own software, right? Now, if you want to create your own course, your own digital product, that's very simple, easy to do. So it's probably a better way to start off doing that if you want to create your own stuff. But what you can do is, if you want to copy him exactly, what I would do is, okay, you could, for example, let's say you have a page around the dropshipping niche. What you could do is, maybe his software has an affiliate link, right? If you don't know what affiliate is, it's you selling somebody else's stuff for them. So you're selling their software for them, you're selling maybe their course for them, their digital product for them, and you can keep a percentage of that sale, right? So let's say you sell his for $60, you might get a 50% affiliate commission for $30, right? Most don't give 50%, it's more like 20 to 30%, but you get the point. The nice thing about an affiliate when it comes to monetizing your page, because a lot of people, right, I've seen it before where Instagram pages will have like 700,000 followers or 1 million followers even sometimes, and they're making like $2,000 a month with their page. They're struggling to monetize their page. And then me, at one point, my Instagram page was only 150,000 followers, and it made me like over $30,000 in a month, right? And it all comes down because of the way you're monetizing it, right? So just think about it like this, for example. A lot of people, for example, with their Instagram pages, they might sell a digital product. And on their digital product, they might drive the same amount of traffic as me, but on their digital product, they have literally like a 1% conversion rate. And then, so let's say they make $1,000 with that, right? Then I'll come along with my digital product, and because I've created a ton of digital products in the past, I've watched literally thousands of hours of business content online. I know what goes into creating a digital product really well, what goes into creating a killer offer which people really want, all this kind of stuff. And so I come along and create a digital product with my page, and maybe it gets like a 4% conversion rate, or one of my pages, for example, had a 7% conversion rate. So he has a 1% conversion rate, I have a 7% conversion rate. Driving the same amount of traffic, I'm going to make 7 times the money. 7x the money. So that's just one small example of like you got to do it correctly, right? When it comes to creating the right kind of digital product, stuff like that, you got to do it correctly. But if you can hit it correctly, you can make some insane amounts of money with this stuff, right? And so what you want to do is, if you're a complete beginner and you're not like fully confident in creating your own digital product or something like that, one, you can get someone else to do it for you. Like for example, people in my coaching, I've created their entire products for them so that they can just have a proven system and make money. Or what you can do is you can affiliate somebody else's product. So you can go to somebody else's affiliate product. You see that it's already working for them. It has a high conversion rate for them, stuff like that. It's already making them good sales. You can take that, and then with that, you can just simply grab your affiliate link and make the sales, right? Because it's going to make sales for you because it makes sales for them as well, right? So the affiliates is almost always the better way to go for. And this actually brings me down to their second way that they monetize their page. And so obviously people get the tools, they give people the tool to help them find a good dropshipping product. But then on top of that, people have to actually have their own dropshipping store, right? So you set up a dropshipping store on Shopify. Well, you're obviously not going to be able to dropship if you don't have your own dropshipping store, right? So people have to create their dropshipping store. And so this guy, who's very smart, he realizes, okay, so people are going to have to create their own dropshipping store. A lot of people are going to be like, oh, I'm a complete beginner. How am I going to create my dropshipping store? You know what? I'll give them a tool where I can just create it for them, right? And so you'll see here, he has another tool here, get started now, free Shopify store in minutes. And it says, get a free AI built Shopify store in less than 2 minutes, a fully optimized store with winning products ready to sell, etc., right? Basically, it's an AI tool, which is going to then create the product for them, right? Now this one, as you can see here, this isn't even his own software, right? He's actually affiliating somebody else's software. So you can see here, this software is actually created by Build Your Store, which is a software which does this. And so what he's done is he's taken his own affiliate link, put his own like logo over it basically, so it resonates with his followers, and they're they trust the page a little bit, so they're like, okay, I'm going to sign up for this, whatever. But you can see here, you build the free store, and then basically what will happen is he'll get an affiliate commission from that, right? So the basic premise of how this works, you're like, how does he make money with this? Well, to host a Shopify store, you have to pay $40 a month, I think it is. It might have changed, because when I did dropshipping, it was like a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. It was a while ago, though. So it might have changed since when I was doing, but last time I checked, it's $40 a month to host your Shopify store. And by the way, subscribe to the channel. With $40 a month, whenever people sign up to this, right? So they start their first month of Shopify for free, but then after they start their first month for free, what happens is they have to then start paying $40 a month after that. And so they start paying the $40 a month, and he basically will get a percentage of that, right? So of the $40 per month, he'll get a certain percentage. Maybe it's 20%, maybe it's 30%, whatever it is. So it's all affiliate. So he doesn't have to actually do really any work. He just takes that link, promotes it, and he gets paid from that, right? So whatever percentage it is. I'm not exactly sure, so I can't really calculate how much he's making, but you can tell it's a very good amount. So when you take into account, this tool here is bringing him $30 million monthly. $30 million monthly, which is like $300 million per year. It's an insane amount of money, right? Absolute insane amount of money that he's making with this. And then on top of that, he's also got this. Who knows how much this is making? Probably making him a very good amount as well. But you can tell, right? Like, and he's only doing that with 4.5 million followers. And like $30 million a month is more than a lot of these really, really advanced business guys. Like, I mean, I don't know exactly, but people like this, right? And by the way, if you know me, I'm a huge fan of this guy. He is absolutely insane. I love this guy so much, right? But it's more than even some online business guys like this are doing, right? And these guys, I mean, I don't know exactly how much he's making, but it's probably a little bit less. I know with his old company, he was doing like $12 million a month. So the point is, though, there's guys out here who are, creating creating a whole production team and putting in place these super advanced business models and all of this stuff, right? And then there's guys over here like this making $30 million posting memes, posting like drop shipping memes and random AI videos, which takes them like 30 minutes to create. So this is like, and like I said, this guy's making a lot more money than I've ever made with my page. I'm nowhere near $30 million. But the point is, even for someone like me who I haven't even been doing it that long, you know, it's I've made a very good amount of money with it as well, right? So it's a great business model to get into. But yeah, so here we go. 4.5 million followers, $29 million that he's made with it, right? That might be per month. I'm not exactly sure on that, but you get the point. Made a very good amount of money. Now, if you want to get started with your own business model like this, like I said, I've done this for quite a while. I've grown a lot of different pages. The two that I showed you in this video and a few others as well. And I've also monetized them very effectively. And if you want to, you can. I've posted in other videos my Stripe details. You can see like I've actually made the legit cash here and stuff. Bought my dream car with it. If you want to get started with it as well, and I'm very transparent with this, I am going to try to sell you something. I'll have a top link in the bio. It is going to try to sell you something, but if you want it, it's going to be my private coaching, so you can get started with that. And pretty much almost everyone who joins that has seen success with it. So, like I said, the guy joined. He made like $430 in his first week, literally. There's another account there. I helped him grow from 0 to 50,000 followers in the span of just 1 month. So, if you're interested in that, full transparency, I ain't going to try to sell you something, but top link in the bio. And if not, I'll see you in the next video.